Luch, like, take us kind of through coming back to the Bruins. I mean, I know, like, free agency opens. I'm guessing it was on your mind. Like, can this work out? Like, how did it? Was it Don Sweeney came to you first? Did your agent call? How did it all go down?
Well, first off, Craig Conroy was pretty awesome about it. You know, he gave me permission to talk to a few teams, you know, before July 1st. So, you know, him doing that, you know, I couldn't thank him enough for that. Just
Get ahead of it.
For this, you know, and I had asked him to. I'm like, hey, like I got 3 kids, like lots going on. Like I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of a jump start on all this. And then it kind of became, you know, a public thing because what isn't public anymore with social media, and yeah, so you know, I didn't even know what to expect, and you know, there's a lot of teams that reached out and all that type of stuff, and then you know, one of the first guys, or he was the second or third guy, was my agent called me and said, hey, Don Sweeney's going to call you. I was like, oh, really? You know, because I never really knew if you know, if they would entertain me coming back or all that type of stuff. And, you know, he just called me and said, hey, Luch, how you doing? All this type of stuff. How's it going? How's the family? How's the kids? Blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, his first question was, you know, would you have any interest in coming back? And I was like, well, of course, you know, it's, you know, I'd love to come back and you know, just had some conversations that way and all that type of stuff. And obviously I went back to talking to a few more teams and all the other teams that were interested. And then, you know, I got to talk to Monty as well and had some really good conversations about what my role was going to be and all that type of stuff. And the main thing for me too was, you know, I kind of wanted to go back to, you know, like an original 6 team and stuff like that. Cause I really enjoyed that. You know, sometimes when you start somewhere, you don't really understand what it fully means until you're gone. Yeah. And I don't want to say like, I took it for granted because I didn't. I enjoyed and embraced, I think, being a Bruin as much as I possibly could. But if you get what I'm saying, sometimes you don't truly understand it until you go somewhere else.
You don't know how good you had it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, then you realize, okay, like, you know, wearing the Spoke B, playing at the Garden, being in the city of Boston, you know, like, you know, and not only that, like my 17th year now, I get to come and do that back as a Bruin, and it's going to be their century season. So to be back for the century season for the first, you know, professional American team, you know, NHL team. So it's, you know, all the stars were aligned for me to come back. And that's, you know, that was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up. And, you know, selfishly, I kind of wanted to do it for my kids as well. And, you know, they don't really, you know, they were 2 and a newborn when I got traded. So they don't really remember me as a Boston Bruin. So to go back and wear the jersey and put the black and gold on for them, you know, now they're 10 and 8 and my little guy's 5. They'll now see me, you know, wearing the Spoke B. So selfishly, that's kind of cool that I get to share that moment with them as well. And like I said, all the stars were kind of aligned for me to say yes and come back. And I'm really looking forward to it.